Race 3, draw up at 7:22, is the FBS Chartered Accountants Handicap over 5 furlongs. Number 4 is one of a couple in the field for informed trainer Ruth Carr. It's Between the Sticks.
Yeah, he's been in great form this season. It certainly helped, I think, starting back at the start of the season on his last winning mark, so that's helped him. He wasn't beaten all that far at Ripon either last time out, so he's high on the shortlist. He looks very well. He's got a little bit warm round his front and round his middle, but nothing to worry about.
Followed by stablemate Jojo Rabbit, who has inside draw, just touched off at Beverley last time.
Yeah, he wasn't beaten far at all. He has course and distance form, which is a positive. I thought out of the two, he probably would be the slightly better pick in the paddock. Just he looks really well in himself. His coat is absolutely gleaming. Joanna just about to get on board. She gets on very well with this horse. So yeah, another one to have on the shortlist. But she's got a good strong hand in this race, Ruth.
Drop back 2 horses to number 1, Change of Mind, for Declan Carroll and Zach Wheatley.
Yeah, he's not won for a while. He's only 2 wins were as a 2-year-old and 3-year-old. So he's been knocked from 17 since best placed efforts have been on soft and heavy, so he's opposable.
5 is AGL for Richard and Peter Fahey.
Yeah, he sole win was at Southwell in December. That was a mark of 66 in the first time visors. He has got quite warm in the paddock. They've washed him off. So there's kind of a mixture of sweat and water. It would be a bit of a negative for me in the paddock.
We'll have a look at Ventura Express down at the start. Let's have a look at number 8, Nix, for Mick and David East to beat Lewis Chalkley.
Yeah, well handicapped horse. He's not won since 2024. That was a mark of 73. Been a little bit hit and miss since, but he is on a career low mark. If he can utilise that, Lewis Chalkley's on board. He takes off the £7. I couldn't have faulted him in the paddock. I thought he looked very well.
And Lucius Aurelius, who looks really well, is the last one out onto the course for our next.
Thanks, Chris. It's going to be fast and furious here. Plenty of these 5 furlong types with course and distance form, including Jojo Rabbit, course and distance winner. He's 100 to 30 to add to his haul. Ventura Express 9 to 2. Change of Mind 13 to 2 with Nix. Between the Sticks 7 to 1. 9 to 1 AGL. Fuji Mountain 11s. King's Crown 12s with Mrs. Trump and Lucius Aurelius, the 16 to 1 outsider. But you can't rule many of these out in the FBS Chartered Accountants handicap, including one who, if you think he's going to be able to overcome his draw, Between the Sticks is a pretty backable each-way price. He's arriving in fantastic form. He got the better of Fuji Mountain last time, and it was a decisive move at the start because he was drawn 5 of 6 in here, but this is the way he likes to go. He likes to bowl away in front. He doesn't love to be hassled, but he's quite tough in the lead, as he showed here. Fuji Mountains had the perfect toe into the race, but Jimmy Sullivan was always saving that little bit more, and he managed to get up for his second narrow win in a row, having been ahead in front of Charlotte Ascot at Wolverhampton the time before. Now, he was a beaten favourite next time at Ripon, but he didn't do a massive amount wrong. He just did exactly what he did. He showed a tremendous battle and quality here. The sticking point, though, could be stall 9 here. He's going to need to have things go his way. He's ideally going to want to try and cross over and bowl along and try and get a breather into him before that rising ground and a stiff finish. But if he can do that, if he's unhassled, Between the Sticks is a very backable each-way price at 15 to 2. Strong hand for Ruth Carr in this, but plenty of horses, Chris, here who love this course and distance, have been effective, and under the right set of circumstances can be very effective. 100 to 30 the field.
So down at the start is the first horse that we saw in the paddock, Between the Sticks. We didn't get a look on camera at Ventura Express, but he's right there in the market after a good run behind Copper Knight last time.
Yeah, I managed to get a good look at him before I went down. I thought he looked very well. Paul was the last one to win on this horse, so he knows him very, very well, and he wasn't beaten all that far in a Class 4 at Beverley last time out, and I just thought he's pretty versatile as regards to tracks, but he's got plenty of course form, as you mentioned here. He's out in stall 10, so it is quite a wideish draw, but he takes a lead anyway, so it's not as if he's going to have to use loads of petrol and send him forward from that. I think he'll just let him jump and then trying to slot him in. He just likes to have a horse to aim at. He doesn't have to be sat last or anything like that. He just likes to follow on. But that was not to 85 that I ran in at Beverley, so you'd like to think think, dropping down in class that hopefully may see him get back to winning ways.
Lucius Aurelius won last time out at Catterick under Jack Nichols. The horse has gone up £5 in the weights, but Jack can claim an extra couple because that was an apprentice rider's race. He looked really well.
He did look really well. We got a good glimpse of him as he was heading out. He hadn't turned a hair, had he? He was absolutely gleaming. Catterick seems to be a track that he seems to run well at, so he just needs to prove he's as effective, doesn't he, here than he is at Catterick. Bit of a different track here. It's a little bit stiffer finish, but he is coming here in good form, and certainly getting your head in front gives you a good confidence boost, so hopefully his confidence is high. You'd have to say Ruvka's got a very strong hand in this race, though. Both her horses have got great chances. Jojo Rabbit, I thought, looked really, really well. I know it was only a Class 6 that he won here, but he wasn't beaten all that far at Beverley last time out. He kind of quite likes an uphill finish, and then Between the Sticks has just been in great form, isn't he, this season, and she just seems to be having a really good year, Ruth, with her horses. They seem to be running really, really well. Yeah,
she's having an excellent time of things. Had a very good year last year as well. Between the Sticks, who's already won 2 this season, good second last time out. He's going to put some pace to the race, along with 1 or 2 others, and that might just suit Jojo Rabbit to sit maybe just in behind them.
I mean, Joanna knows this horse quite well, so she'll probably just take a lead off her stablemate, and hopefully she may well be able to weave her way through. With the amount of pace on in this race, it did leave me thinking that it would set up for something that come off the pace. That's why I was thinking Ventura Express might be the one, just because he is £9 below his last winning mark, so he is very well handicapped. He handles quicker ground, but he also handles slower ground as well. He's pretty versatile as that regard, so we'll soon should see, won't we?
Yep, there is Jojo Rabbit going forward. Lucius Aurelius is already in. Old handicappers, they should hopefully get in fairly sharpish.
Oh, I hope so. You never know, though, do you? Usually the older they are, the naughtier they are, but they look to be loading pretty quickly anyway.
And Mrs. Trump is in. Might just be better for that reappearance run at Nottingham last time out. Edging down the weights now. Nix, I thought, looked in decent order. He's having a pick of grass down at the start. For Lewis Chalkley aboard. Only beat 1 home at Musselburgh last time out, but he wasn't beaten that far. Nix, who is another one that has got a nice enough draw in stall 2, so not far offset. Final thoughts, Adele?
I'm going to go Ventura Express. He's been very disappointing, hasn't he? Fuji Mountain, he ran very well here behind Between the Sticks, and then didn't quite back that up. But I'm going to go Ventura Express.
Fuji Mountain is behind Jojo Rabbit last time out at Beverley. Right, last one is going to go in. That is going to be Nix. Here's Stephen.
Lucius Aurelius is getting a little bit fractious in the starting stalls. They stand and racing, and Lucius Aurelius has missed the start, having been a little bit on his toes as they begin for the FBS Chartered Accountants Handicap. Out towards the middle of the course, Between the Sticks began well with a noseband right up there, as well as Nix, and going forward on the inside is Jojo Rabbit in the brown and beige. White and red, Fuji Mountain just behind them, followed by Change of Mind, who's next in the field. A length and a half away is King's Crown. Ventura Express, the maroon and white checks, is 2 lengths up on Mrs. Trump, a length and a half AGL, and 3 lengths away to the slow starter Lucius Aurelius. They come to the top of the home straight, 2 furlongs to go. And it's Nix and Between the Sticks. Jojo Rabbit between the pair. Fuji Mountain bang there. Ventura Express trying to roll. The white face Change of Mind. Then King's Crown as Jojo Rabbit leads them inside the furlong. Change of Mind is closing on the outside. And Ventura Express running on with King's Crown as well. Change of Mind leaning over to the far side, but is in front as they go towards the line. It is Change of Mind and a top weight who's won. From in second position, Jojo Rabbit, King's Crown third, and Ventura Express finished in 4th.
Change of Mind defies top weight to win for Zach Wheatley and Declan Carroll at 13-2. Jojo Rabbit has got second spot, and King's Crown is third. A runaway success in the end for Change of Mind, who has been a little while without a win, but has dropped a good weight in the weights and in grade and taken advantage today.
Yeah, absolutely. He was rated as high as 93 in the past, and he's won off a mark of 75 today. Zach Wheatley knows this horse well. He's had to get pretty seriously with him, though. I think he's had to kind of say to him, right, come on, let's put this race to bed. Once it kind of looked like Jojo Rabbit wasn't finding a huge amount more. He's finished his race off well. I mean, I don't know how he's not won more races, because, you know, there's pretty tough sprinters in here that have been in good form.
Yeah,
he's not the most reliable to back it up, though, so we'll have to see if he backs this up after today.
See the position that he gets through the race. He's tried to get fairly handy here. He ends up coming from a decent way back. I think Zach now is trying to not be posted wide, and here he manages to get more towards the inside. He's had to be patient there, because he could have very easily ended up in that spot that between the sticks did and been a bit too wide.
A bit too wide, yeah.
And as it was, he's given him a really good ride.
Yeah.
He's got him in the right spot. He's following the right one in Jojo Rabbit, who had every chance. Jojo Rabbit maybe ended up there a bit too soon. You can just see as he gets past Nix, he just carries himself a touch awkwardly, doesn't he? And he hangs fire a shade, and that gives the horse with momentum behind him a chance to get past. And yeah, I think Jojo Rabbit was waiting for a bit of company there, really.
I think you might be absolutely spot on there, Chris. I think, like you said, he travelled so well into it when he was following one, and then as soon as Joanna's asked him to go and put the race to bed, he just not put the handbrake on, but it just looked like he was idling a little bit, didn't he? Just here you can see his head just turned to one side. He kind of quite likes it, I think, when he's following a horse, so she probably could have done with a lead for a little bit longer, but it's worked out perfectly for change of mind. Hopefully now he's got his confidence back, he may well be able to back it up. Ventura Express made some good late ground, but the race was kind of over by the time he'd really got going. I suppose between